Hey you guys, Dave from the Wee Hours here, back with some more of RimWorld, back with our little Sanguophage blood cult where the math doesn't work. I've run the numbers, which is unusual for me, and the math doesn't work. We cannot complete this quest to get these straps over to the Royals, no matter which way we swing it. It's going to be 5.4 days until this thing can get up and running again. The ship, that is, the thing that we're in right now. The airplane, the spaceship, the shuttle, the whatever. The quest that we need is over here. We can't do that in one jump. And we can't anyway, because if we land on top of the Royals, they're going to consider it an act of war. So we'd have to land nearby and then walk. The other thought that came up was, what if we just walk from here? That doesn't work either. That is a minimum of 10 days. 10.67 days, and we've got all of 6 days to complete this quest. So the math simply doesn't work on the trading quest. It was a great idea, and it was a wonderful adventure. And we've met Amanda, who is a complete weirdo, but decided to join our colony. So it's not all for naught, but we can't do this. I'm just getting rid of it. It's just not going to happen. There's no way that we can swing that and somehow make it work in time. Just no matter which way we do it, it simply doesn't work. So we're going back to just going home, frankly. It's not all bad. We got a bunch of components out of this. We got a bunch of steel. We're going home with some good stuff, but the math just simply doesn't work. Even if I woke Mila up now from death rest, because Mila has to be the one who goes there, it's not going to swing. We're just going to have to write that off. Also, by the way, a sort of supernatural horror burst out of this person and injured some people. Yeah, I should probably not bury the lead. We've had some injuries around here. There was a metal horror that burst out of Osamu here, and well, we fought it off, but Volstron is not without injury. In fact, you're going to be dead in 9 hours. Somebody should probably deal with that. Jonesy, you're very good at those sorts of things. Could you go tend to Volstron, please? It's just that Volstron's about to die, and he does, like, literally everything around here. Somebody in comments said, hey, that Osamu person is unwaveringly loyal. Yep, familiar with that. Yeah, we're going to blood farm Osamu. We're going to blood farm him until, well, I don't feel like blood farming him anymore, or indeed feeding him, and then we'll do something else. But yeah, we'll go ahead and get the blood. We've got a couple of vampires here. We may as well have the blood. Same as Lamp. Lamp's been here for, I don't know, like a game year or something, and we're just farming blood. Now, Mayumi, on the other hand, you are very much recruitable. Remind me, yeah, kind of a broad mix of skills here. Not completely terrible, not completely awesome. I wouldn't mind that backup doctor there. Be nice to have a backup doctor. And Mila's all bummed out because she doesn't have a nice bedroom. So is Bishop. I basically sent the people who really like nice bedrooms in a ranky old spaceship and hope that they're going to do fine with that. Speaking of which, what are you guys up to here? Because honestly, we're just kind of bumming around until the ship is ready to go, and then we're going home. Medical emergency. Whom? Osamu? Oh, yeah, the whole metal horror thing bursting out of your stomach. Yeah, right. I was so concerned with Volstron, we kind of skipped you. Volstron has been dealt with. Hey, Jonesy, could you deal with Osamu, please? Why are we not doing this? Oh, you're already tending. Great, perfect, already tending to him. Fantastic. Yes, sorry about the supernatural horror that burst out of you and tried to kill us. We should probably treat you medically. If nothing else, I need your blood. So I want to put more of it back inside of you and then have you make more of it. Kaylina, you're treating Scathe. That's fine. Scathe got some minor injuries there, but Scathe is, of course, one of our vampires, so she'll kind of heal herself over time to a degree. Okay. With the quest thing just wrecked, I really was hoping to get, more royal around here, but that's just simply not going to work out. So I need to get back in the idea of making some more stone blocks. We have unsuspended that, right? Yeah, we have unsuspended that. Okay, and we're coming back with a whole bunch of components, which is good because we don't have a lot here. We've used up a lot of them. Boy, I have a lot of food. Holy moly, we have a lot of food. There's just so much food kicking around here. How's the backup freezer looking? Yeah, human meat and rice. That is a tasty meal no matter what time of day. Who's having a break risk? Jonesy? What is your problem these days? Why are you so sad? You're ravenously hungry. Go eat something. Nobody is stopping you. You're tending to Osamu right now. Nobody is stopping you from getting a bite to eat. You're still tending to Osamu. How messed up was Osamu? I mean, obviously very messed up. Had a unnatural horror burst out of his body, so I can see why he'd be a little sad about that. Jonesy, what are you doing now? You're still tending to Osamu. Hey, how about this? Why don't you get a bite to eat? How about you? Is there a fine meal in here you could maybe have? That'll cheer you up no end. There we go. I see one right there. Consume that fine meal. Okay, don't worry about the prisoner. Prisoner will be fine. And you know what? If he isn't and he dies, that's not the worst thing in the world. It'll be okay. Yeah, I know you're starving. Now you're not starving anymore. Jeez, just get something to eat around here. You don't have recreation, you're sad, you're tired. It seems like all of these could be dealt with by yourself. What is a deal maker, and why do I want to know about it? Stunningly good-looking stranger. Oh, there'll be a rivalry for Scathe. Because she's stunningly beautiful, too. Okay, sure. Okay, yeah, Humberto. I don't know about stunningly good-looking Humberto. I don't get the beard thing. I think stunningly good-looking. I don't think beard. I know people do. It's a matter of personal preference, but that one looks wicked raggedy, dude. Like, it's not even well-trimmed or anything. Scathe, do you like talking to people? Yes, you're actually exceptionally good at it. Go talk to Humberto. You guys can have a stunningly good-looking square-off to see who is the most stunningly good-looking. Because that's how you showed up, too. You're like, hey, I'm stunningly good-looking. And everyone's like, wow, you are really good-looking. But now Humberto's here. We could have, like, a pageant or something. We could see who's the best good-looking person in the colony. What's your deal, Humberto? Okay, here to make a deal? What is the deal? Okay, so this is also like Amanda. Humberto won't need to sleep or eat and doesn't care about comfort. Oh, well, of course we're allowing you to join. Let's just have all the freaks in here. Absolutely. Why would I not? Okay, Humberto, I took you kind of sight unseen because you were so stunningly good looking I couldn't say no to you. What is it you do? You shoot things really, really well and you talk to people really, really well. Apart from that, not so much going on here, eh, kid? All right, what am I going to have you do? There's not a situation where we need to be really talking to people a lot, apart from the prisoners. So I'm not really sure what your purpose is going to be. I will, of course, make you heavily armed. So I would say heavily armed. I don't actually have a lot of really awesome weapons right now. Could use that legendary bow. Except if you leave, because you guys have a tendency to do that. You're like, my mission here is done. I'm out, seas. You know what? Get it anyway. I was thinking of just keeping it to sell, but the resale value on it does not seem to be that high. So it's not really worth it. Humberto, you need to be on all the things that you need to be on. So you need to be on no raggedy clothes. Yeah, no raggedy clothes for you. And let's see what we're going to do with you. Obviously be number one on the things you got to be number one on. You're amazing at childcare and wardening. I guess you could do that. And then hunting, obviously. Be two. I know you're really, really good at talking to people. Be two on those. You can do some construction. I'm going to have you do mining, even though you're not very good at it, but I'm going to have you do it anyway. Research, not really worried about that. Oh, speaking of dark study, how's the monolith these days? 40%. Okay. Humberto, do you want to go talk down the monolith? That can be like your first task here. Talk down the monolith. I'm just not seeing the beard, Humberto. It's just not saying stunningly good looking to me. Again, it's just really just a matter of personal preference. I'm sure there's somebody out there who thinks you are wicked hot. But between you and a recently paralyzed vampire, I'm going with Scathe every single time. Speaking of vampires, how are we doing over here in team number 2? Yeah, sorry, Amanda. You can have this bed over here, by the way, because it's the only one we've got. So why don't you just go ahead and have that. And what else could we be doing before we leave? Voltron's about to freak out. Don't really need to come home with any meat or anything like that. What is this made out of? Slate? Do we want to maybe just break this down for coming back with some stuff? So why don't we deconstruct all of this? If nothing else, it'll just give the team something to do. Because otherwise, we're just sitting here. Nothing really going on down there. Could start bisecting some mountains, but don't really know if we want to bother with that. Yeah, we're just kind of hanging until the thing is ready to go, which is 4.8 days. Shame about that quest. But again, we're coming home from with a lot of components. And again, can we get the maybe get the toxic waste out of here? Just wondering if the toxic waste needs to live in here. Because it's toxic and wasty and stuff. And we live in it. Like right now. Oh, wait, why did I give a bed to Amanda? She literally never sleeps. Oh, well, you can have it anyway. Maybe you'll get injured or something. We can only hope. And then you'll have a use for that bed. That's right, you don't actually ever sleep. That's kind of the point of view. So you don't... Do you need a bedroom? There's an interesting thought. Like, if you were greedy or jealous, would you need a bedroom? Even if you never slept in it? What are your other traits there, kid? You're sickly. Yeah, it's kind of a pain in the neck, isn't it? I did put you on things, right? Yeah, we've kind of worked you out here. Yeah, you got all your things ready to go there. I don't know, Amanda. Just kind of kick around. Oh, you're going to go deconstruct this. Yeah, that's a great idea. That's great. We can take some of those home with us. It'll be some more stone blocks. Anything else around here we could be deconstructing? No, it's a weirdly vacant map. Boy, this would be so easy to defend. You just hole up in a corner here and just draw a wall right there. Hey, is there any fish in here? There's salmon. Yeah, why don't we'll set up a fishing... Why are we going to set up a fishing zone? What do we really need the fish for? What are we going to get the fish for? Medical emergency. Whom? Osamu, what's your problem? Yeah, you're fine, Chief. You're fine. Area's been revealed. Where? Where has that been revealed? Oh, yeah, no, it wasn't that big a reveal. It's like there were doors there. We knew there was something beyond it. Yeah, not that big a reveal. Go back to the Osamu situation here. What's your issue? Your nose has been shot off. Yeah, that happens like Tuesday in RimWorld. Nobody has a nose in RimWorld after year 1. Yeah, you've been cut a bunch. Big deal. Is it the psychite dependency? Not as such, but definitely the blood loss is a bit of a problem. I do need that blood too, so if you could kind of like, I don't know how you do blood, like regrow it or something, or I don't know, go get some from the store and drink it. That's more Skade's gig. But if you could like have blood, I would really appreciate that, because I'd like to take it out of you and put it in a bag and then put it in the freezer for Skade and Mila. Hydroponics is doing great. What if we... I was going to say, what if we transform some into psychite or something like that, but I've got a bunch of that. We're just not doing anything with it. Yeah, we're supposed to be making a bunch of hardcore narcotics here. It's not really coming together because we have so many other crafting tasks on the menu. This is not a great colony for crafting. I don't have a lot of good crafters. I've got Lisa Laser. Sure, she's awesome. Volstron is pretty good too, but Volstron also does all the cooking around here and a lot of the construction. Volstron's good at many, many things. Not so much with doing one specific thing. Okay, Osamu is better. Good. All right. Plenty of food for the animals right now. And I guess we'll start butchering some more humans. We do love doing that. I mean, some of us love doing it. Some of us are really, really horrified by that. Like, oh my god, we're eating people. What are we doing around here? And they're like, the rest of the team's like, yeah, we are wicked into being cannibals. Like, it is totally chill if you just eat a person. We're already vampires. We may as well be cannibals. Speaking of vampires, Skaith, what's the countdown on actually making somebody else a vampire? 44 days. Yeah, that is a long, long, long time. Kirk, I got my eye on you, kid. One of two things will happen. Either this will fix many of your issues, or you'll be a vampire with dementia. And that just sounds like the comedy just writes itself at that point. I don't even know what to do with that. That is so good. A vampire with dementia. Should we be ripping the genes out of people by any means? Because I haven't done that in ages. Hey, Humberto, like, what are you? You're a baseliner. Okay, less fun. You're a Neanderthal, Lisa. Would you like to have your genes ripped out? Except you're making hardcore narcotics right now. I would love to rip the genes out of you. That would be ideal. I kind of don't want to take you off task, really. Is anyone else anything other than a baseliner? I mean, sure, I can put a baseliner in there, but it's not really going to... we're not going to get anything real fun about that. Volstron, you're severely injured. I probably won't do that to you right now. And everyone else is just a baseliner. Okay. We won't fuss with that right now. What could I be doing without having a whole lot of stone blocks here? I mean, I've got some. Wow, no, I don't, actually. I've got 17 stone blocks total on this entire map, or in this entire storage right now. Who else? Okay, like Humberto. You're terrible at crafting, but if you did it night and day without sleeping, you might be a little bit better. So why don't you craft? I think you can make stone blocks with that. Dromedaries join. Yeah, it's just that I've got yaks. That's wicked cool that we've got dromedaries now. It's just that probably we're just going to go ahead and eat them. I don't really need dromedaries. They're a nice pack animal, but that's more mouths to feed. I've got yaks and cows. What we will do is, just while I happen to be looking at it, we'll just go deconstruct a lot of that stuff. Any other buildings I could take apart for stone blocks? Not as such. We're still working up here. What do we try to do? Oh, because we have no slate. That's why that's not getting done. We don't have any slate at all. I could do that out of steel, but that's not really ideal. Steel will melt if you heat it up enough. That's kind of how steel is made in the first place. Cargo pods. That's much more interesting than camels. What have we got here? We've got... What is that? Mushrooms. Okay, cool. Yeah, we can have those. That's fine. So I'm going to go with a pass on the old... dromedary one is already pregnant. Sorry, but you're going to have to just get eaten. It's not personal. It's under... Look, if I didn't have yaks, I'd say yes. Okay, there's my bottom line. If I didn't have the old yaks kicking around, I'd be like, sure, dromedaries, whatever. But no, see, we've got the yaks, and we don't really need anything else. Just deconstruct anything. Ooh, here's a bunch of stone over here. That's a good amount of stone. Let's get all of that taken apart. Thank you very much. And all of that. And you know what? Get all of this. I can't really... Nobody's really making stone blocks, so we may as well be deconstructing other things for stone blocks. And actually, while we're here, we'll just grab that heal root real quick. Just pick a few things off the map. That's what we're doing right now. Okay, Humberto, there you go. You're making narcotics. See? Doesn't take a great deal of education to do that. Anyone can do that. Look at you in there. And that'll leave Lisa to do other things that she'll be better at. Humberto, you're just going to stand there night and day making narcotics. Awesome. Good for you, kid. Hey, Mila, how's the whole death rest thing coming on? Because, like, nobody's doing anything over here, Mila. Like, nobody... We're just bumming around right now. 1.3 days left on that, and 3.4 days until we can actually go anywhere at all. The solar power plus the chem fuel thing does seem to be keeping up with my requirements here. And are all these tanks full? They are, so we can get home at any time. We don't even need extra chem fuel at the moment. Storage is looking very, very full, though. Why don't we expand this a little bit just to make sure we've got room to take any of the things that we're taking. Did we get those? We've already taken them. Taken the whole building down and moved all the stone blocks. I tell you what, you get nothing to do. All of a sudden, you're getting lots of stuff done around here. Anyone want to kill a rhinoceros? Yeah, I mean, that seems extravagant, doesn't it? We don't even need it. Like, we got plenty of meals for the next few days. I could kill a couple of things, I guess. I mean, why not? What else are we doing around here? Let's just kill a couple of things. Go get some deer or something like that. Who keeps Scathe? What is your problem these days? What is your problem? What's the deal? Body purist disgusted. Yes, we made you into a vampire. Yes, we butcher people. Yes, you're out in the sun. Yes, you personally butchered people. You've got body parts that are uncovered. I don't know how to help you with many of those things. I do. Actually, I know many ways I could help you. Not really with the body purist thing, because, you know, once you're a vampire, there ain't no going back. You're kind of stuck with that, kid. But I can help you with other things, just not, like, right at the moment. Maybe if you could just, like, watch a lot of TV, and that'll cheer you up. I'm kind of hoping we can just, instead of helping you, balancing your problems. So sure, you've got a lot of negatives right now. You just killed a couple of camels. That's got to make you happier, right? And now you're going to milk a cow. Wow, one to the other. One extreme to the other there, kid. Volstron, where are you at, by the way? How are you doing? Yeah, you got some issues there, kid. You got some issues. Hey, did I ever learn how to make a nose? I have not done that. Flesh shaping, rather. That's where noses live. No, I haven't done that. I don't have the tech print for that. We're working on the vitals monitor right now, and then I think we might get into some better armor. Maybe get into some of the heavy-duty armors. Get maybe some of those done. I'd also like to explore Hunter Drone. Just because the thought of sending explosive drones after people just fills me with glee. It does. I mean, like, not in RimWorld, just day-to-day. Day-to-day. I'm like, yeah, that would be wicked fun. Scathe's off on a trip. Okay, you're having dark visions. Cool. That's fine. Yeah, you know what? That's totally chill. You just go freak out for a while. The Royal Tribute Collector is here. Okay, well, I don't have my royal here, so this is kind of irrelevant. Honestly, we don't really care much about that. There we go. Lisa Laser getting into some stone blocks there. Yeah, Humberto, you're still down here making a lot of narcotics. I see you are indeed making a lot of narcotics, too. That's great. We can trade those. That's money right there. And that eye is still there. I'd like to get... Well, first of all, I'd like to get another hospital bed in play. We're coming back with a lot of components, so I'm feeling a little better about splurging on a hospital bed. And then get the machine that goes ping, and then put the I in Lisa Laser. It's already there. It's Lissa. Ha ha ha! You see what I did there? But we're going to put another I in Lisa Laser. And let's go ahead and deconstruct that. Get that out of there. Yeah, I'm feeling a little better about splurging with all of the components we're coming back from. Apparently we've made all of those narcotics, and Humberto is straight on to some more. Night and day. Night and day this cat is hanging out, making narcotics. Good for you. That's great. What I could use is a trader who'd be willing to buy them. Just get kind of that thing going on there. That would be nice. Are we going to abduct someone from halfway across the planet, put them in a coma, and then Mike Tyson them into loving us when the team gets back? My short answer is maybe. Yeah, I could definitely see that happening. That's a thing that could happen. Might just do that for funsies. I'd really like to get the second royal bedroom under control here. I don't really need this much space for that. Hey, that's something the team could be doing that we haven't done recently. Smoothing walls. Hey, guys, seeing some walls that aren't smooth here. How about we smooth out our walls? How about we get those walls a little bit more smooth? Okay, because what they are is not smooth right now. They're rough, and then they could be smooth. And people would be happier about that. Hey, Lisa, isn't this Bishop's bedroom? Where did I put Bishop? I specifically put him in a nice bedroom. I think you're in Bishop's bedroom. Bishop's going to be bummed when he gets back. I could make another bedroom in here. Again, we don't really have a lot else going on right now. We may as well start carving out some areas and inviting some more bug attacks. There's one thing we're lacking around here. It's bug attacks. Do a nice big bedroom like that. That might be a good one for a royal. Okay, how's the team over here? Mila, how's the death rest? 9 hours. Great, cool. You'll be up soon to do nothing at all, really. Cow 2 has given birth. We'll address that when it comes up. And are we actually making meals here? Oh, no, not at all. Just do like a bunch of meals. Mila loves doing that. Not really, but Mila will do that. Yeah, somebody... Oh, yeah, lady's already in. Yep, lady's right in there, just making some meals. Cool. Would love... Bishop, hey, Bishop, could we get the toxic waste out of here? Is there any chance we can get the toxic waste out of here? We're not supposed to be storing toxic waste here, right? That's not a thing that we do, so... What is that? Tox something... Tox fish... Toxalopes... No, don't store that here, please. Thank you. I don't know why we think we're putting that there. Yeah, there we go. It's already out. Somebody just ripped that. No, it's not. Now it is. Okay, yeah, Sissy's going to get that out of here. Good job, kid. Way to channel your rage into something productive. I appreciate that. Anything else we want to get while we're here? There's nothing here. I don't know why I keep asking that. Unless we start carving into some mountains and finding some more components, there's nothing here. Why are you bleeding? Did somebody... No, okay, you're fine. Ah, there we go. Vitals monitor is done. Cool. Let's go into the sort of armor range here. Although growth vats are... Actually, I've got brain wiring. I got the tech print for brain wiring. There is nothing wrong with the world that a joy wire won't cure. That's going to solve a lot of people's problems. Just rewire their brain. Just Scathe, I'm looking in your direction. You're going to be sad because you're a body purist, but then you're going to be wicked happy. You're like, I am so happy. I don't know why. It's probably because... Don't get into the cube. Do not get into the cube. All right, No. Everybody come here. Attack this thing. All right, just shoot this thing. There we go. Shoot that, please, Scathe. I don't want any more cube nonsense around here. There we go. Thank you. Okay, all you guys are off draft. Not having any cube issues anymore. Thank you. Just shoot the cube structures or statues or whatever they are. Oh, God, who is it now? Is it Lisa? Oh, it's Mila. Mila's probably just starving right now. Lisa's gone off. Lisa's gone to hide in her room. Lisa, I tell you what, a few joy wires, and this colony's looking a lot better. We're coming back with components, so again, I'm going to be kind of free and easy about smashing that to pieces. And then what does it actually take to make the vitals monitor? 3 components. Okay, let's start to put that in place. So how about there's one here. Let's just deconstruct that. Again, I know that's not the perfect way to do the hospital setup, but it's going to be fine. It'll be just fine. What would be helpful in here is a bureau. That'll make them a little bit more comfortable. How about we did that? So let's do not a shelf, the dresser. Are we out of wood again? What are you people doing with this? Making toothpicks? There's a bunch of it over here. Just chop down some trees. No. Try that again, Dave, where it actually works. Chop down some trees over there. There's plenty over there. All right, and we'll set up a wooden dresser in the hospital. That'll make people a little bit more comfortable. Okay, Mila, how are you feeling now that you're kind of back up and running here? And what's the countdown on the timer? 1.9 days. I don't know, Mila, just kind of hang out. We don't really have a heck of a lot going on right now. It looks like we made all of those meals. Hey, guys, why are we storing food here? Let's not. We shouldn't be storing food here. We should only be putting that in the freezer, guys. That's where the food goes. Why are we not... Oh, that's just for meals. Okay. That's fine. Let's put the meals over there, shall we? How about we put the meals over there? Osamu's fully healed. Cool. Well, we can start farming your blood then. And what have I got over here? Why do I have an assault rifle over here? Who's not equipped? You've got the charge rifle. You've got the heavy SMG. You've got the LMG. Where did I pull an assault rifle from? That's odd. Do you shoot people? No. God, you're terrible at it, Amanda. Okay, we'll just take that home. Humberto's really good at it. Might give him the assault rifle instead of the legendary bow. I mean, the legendary bow is great, but you know, an assault rifle versus a bow and arrow, I know which one I'm going to be more threatened by. Voltron's up here doing some cooking. We're still waiting to get... I think we butchered all the people, but we're still waiting to butcher the camels here. Okay, everything is going broadly fine. How are we doing down here? We've made no moves at all over there. We've made no moves at all over here. When the team get back, this is going to go a lot more quickly, he says optimistically, as indeed he often does. He says things very optimistically and then, you know, kind of hopes for the best. We've made a bunch of mortar shells. That's cool. And what else do I need to do? Did we pick all... I'm sure we did, but we got all that stuff from that raid. Yeah, that's all gone. We got everything out of there. Bunch of steel left on the map, some cloth up there we could be picking up, and I'm sure at this point we must have harvested some wood, right? Oh yeah, we're doing fine on that. Yeah, no, that's totally okay. Let's get back to that bureau idea. So one wooden dresser, say right here. That'll cover those ones. That's really all I need right at this moment. And then get me my vitals monitor, please. Pop that right in there. And then Lisa, we're looking at an eye for you, kid. We're looking at an eye. You see the wordplay there? We're looking at an eye for you. You see how that all kind of works there? I've given you plenty of other things. I may as well give you that one eye. And then I've got, only the 3 advanced components. I was going to say maybe I could start doing some bionic spines. There's at least a couple of people who need that. Who got converted? Oh, Mayumi. Neat. Mayumi, you're the one I'm actually keeping, or at least thinking about keeping, right? Again, look again, because you got a big colony going on here, man. This is a huge colony that you're putting together. And RimWorld loves a good cull when you do that. Right, we did heavy bridgers. Great, don't really need to do much with that. That's just something we were learning passively with a book. Maybe we just let Mayumi go. Or we just blood farm. That's 3 people that I've got to feed, though. I'm not going to get anything if I release her. And she's 80. Alright, she's 80. I didn't even see her age. Yeah, hearing loss, frail, bad back. This is the problem you had with Kirk, Dave. This is what happened with Kirk, is you didn't check how old they were and what health problems they might have associated with that. Hearing loss, frail, and... This is like Kirk 2.0. Except hard of hearing. Mayumi. Mayumi? Kirk. Never mind. We're going to let you go. Yeah, I've made a snap decision. We're just going to get you out of here. That's one less mouth to feed. Yeah, check their ages check their potential health conditions with age. Who are new lovers? Humberto and Scathe. Oh my god, it's like a power couple. It's like a Hollywood power couple here. Humberto and Scathe, both stunning. Well, I can tell you right now who's going to be on the cover of People magazine. I'll tell you right now who's going to be on the cover of People magazine. Humberto and Scathe in some tropical getaway with the beard. Well, neat. I'm glad you guys are into each other. Maybe you're the only people who could deal with how good looking you are. Anyone else would be like, nah, I can't get that person. They're way too good looking. But Humberto and Scathe, they're like, we are equally awesome. Let's just be lovers. That cover People magazine right here. They still make that, right? That's still like a magazine, right? I don't know. I don't keep up with these things. There's a visitor, too. Blue Kabai. Okay. I don't really think we need to do anything with that. You don't have anything to trade, so we're just going to kind of ignore you, honestly. And it wouldn't be a bad idea to get a little more food. How many cows do I realistically need here? So I have one bull, which is all the bulls I need. How about we get rid of that female cow? Just keep the number of animals down. Now Scathe needs death rest. Well, good news, Scathe. I built you a death rest room ages ago. Like, so long ago. You are fine. You're going to feed a meal to a Samu. Okay, when you're done with that, go ahead and pop in the coffin here. Get down into the coffin and you can do your death rest. You're doing that now. Go ahead and start death rest. That's fine. I built that for you ages ago. Yeah, nobody's really did. The Constructo bot's over here trying to do something, but it's not really working out. What's the countdown on the shuttle here? 22 hours. Okay, and we'll be out of here. There's a dead squirrel. Why don't we just go ahead and eat that? It's getting it's a little chilly out here. A little chilly out here. We've got the one heater in here. There's a raid. Where? Which one? Which? Okay, over here, and it's way down there. Okay. Broadly, sure. That seems kind of fine. Boy, there's a lot of them. Oh wow! Holy moly! That's a bit of a swarm, isn't it? Okay, first of all, everyone be in the... Check my runaway zone here. Everyone be... Yeah, that's broadly fine. Everyone be in the runaway zone. And all of the mechs in the runaway zone. And all the animals should already be in the runaway zone, but put Rasher in there. Okay, Fun. Yeah, Lisa, you're going to want to hustle, kid. Now, what I do have that I didn't have before is mortars. So... Jonesy. Yeah, I'm looking for somebody who's really halfway decent at shooting. Voltron? No, Voltron's terrible. Kalina? No. Kirk? No. Humberto, you're awesome at things. So go man the steel mortar. And let's get this targeted. So put this. Looks like they're going to kind of hang out around here. And that's a big area. I'm sure we're not going to hit much, but we'll give it a shot. And actually, an incendiary shell would not be the worst idea. I was thinking as I did that, I should have just set that to just high explosive. There we go. That was a decent hit on them. And the fire won't help either. The fire will kind of, well, it's going to be problematic for them. I'm not really worried about us. We're surrounded by stone. So this might not be a bad idea. I was thinking I should have restricted it to just explosive shells, but fire might not be bad. Are they broadly immune? Are they kind of immune to fire? Is that like a thing they do? Obviously, no, we haven't hit you. We haven't hit you. We haven't hit you. All right, let's go back to my first idea, which is limiting that to high explosives. So just do high explosives. Just that for right now. All right, and you're going to do that, right? You may actually think you're kind of fixated on an incendiary one. No casualties down here, right? No, nobody's down. Has anyone taken any health problems yet? No. We can't hit the broadside of a barn here. They might just be immune to fire. I don't think anything's immune to fire if you heat it up enough. All right, go do that other shooting thing, and then like do other things when you're done with that. We're just going to kind of hang out here and see if we can hit anything. Where would they be likely? They're going to have to go through here if they're going to try and get in, unless they try and bust down a door. Hopefully they will not, because I don't have my best combatants here. Gift from the Brio people, really? Okay. Oh, you were over here. Okay, neat. I've got to kind of pay attention over here, though. That's the problem. I've got to be over here. to be looking at my things over here with the guys and the whatnot and the machine and the ouchie and the make it stop kind of thing. Speed that up a little bit. See how this all goes. I'm not going to change targeting because they're just wandering around a huge areas. This is just completely throwing darts at a dartboard. That one didn't work. That one didn't work at all. I don't really want to waste the shells at this point. Maybe we just sit here and wait and let them come to us. Not a terrible idea. Hey, fun fact. Do I know... I'm sure I must. I must have done it by now. Yeah, gun turrets. Did I ever actually put any of those up? Answer is kind of a hard no, isn't it? How about we did things like that? Vagabonds hope for resources. I hope you're not going towards the mechs. I hope you're not going... Scathe will be sad if we don't do this. 10 herbal medicine. That's actually not that bad. Where are you? Where is Ember? Oh, it's over here. I mean, I have no particular reason not to do this, because we've actually got quite a bunch of medicine here. Hey, Mila, why don't you go, like, talk to this guy and give him 10 herbal medicine? I really got to get back to the home here, because, you know, what with the robots and the whatnots. And we haven't hit one of them yet. There we go. That's a good one right there. That was a good shot. They seem completely non-fussed by this. Like, my robot friend is dying. What's the big deal? My robot pal is dead. I can learn to cope with that. I want to say turn off the mortar and just let them come to us, but also, how about we get some security going on here? So, do a turret. Oh, hang on, they're beginning their assault. Probably don't do the turret right now, but do the turret somewhere. I know we don't have enough stuff. I get that. I understand that. Go ahead and put one there, and then I'll think about other things later. Team, we need everybody to get up and, I don't know, come vaguely over here. Volstron, you just have a knife. Kaylina does nothing at all. Kaylina, why do you never have a weapon? It's because you keep falling over. That's part of your problem, really, isn't it? Kirk? Humberto's great. Actually, Humberto. Yeah, come with the team here. I do not have a lot of good combatants right now. Where are they going to go? Hopefully around, and then, like, somewhere else. You know what, Kirk? You're not going to get here in time, but just start moving in that direction if you could. Yeah, Kirk. Wow. Wow, Kirk. Wow. That's just, Okay, well, we'll see you next week, Kirk. When the battle is over. Good luck with that. Yeah, their attack. I gotta put a wall around the cooler thing. They always do that. They go straight for the coolers. I did it here. You'd think I would have remembered to do it somewhere else. Nope, apparently not. We gotta get that guy. He's gonna take out the cooler, and then he's immediately gonna just walk into the base. We're just gonna have to ignore the main force here, because that's going to go down real soon. Team, like, wicked quick, okay? Like super quick over here. Super quick. Just leave Kirk to defend the perimeter here. Kirk, you're in charge. Oh, God. Everyone else, like, come this way, especially if you... Oh, hang on. He's done a thing. And now he's just leaving. Why wouldn't you just walk right in? That was very odd of you. Come over, team, come back over here. Yeah, Kirk's in charge. It's General Kirk. Oh, God. We're all going to die. Kirk, get him. Get him. Get him. Okay, they're getting in. Where are you? Oh, you're going to go for the other power thing. Or the cooler. Of course you are. How many more are left? I see 4. Okay. Can we... Yeah, let's go this way. We can just get right out here. Just get right out into this area. Apparently it's too cold for Psychoid. We'll learn to cope with that information. Kirk, you're in charge of the front there, the I don't know, the northern front. If we could, Lisa, if you could get in with the laser, there we go. Come on over here. Everyone come over here. Who just got horribly mangled? Jonesy, what's your problem? No immediate danger. You're fine. You're totally chill. It's just, yeah, it's just that, oh, no. Okay, it's gone horribly wrong here. Just kind of go over here. Kaylina, maybe not so much. Maybe don't do that, actually. The mech's gonna go down. Scratch is in. Okay, and I think Humberto might be right behind him. There we go. Okay, the laser's in. Lisa with the laser. Kirk is just getting here now. Just getting along here. How bad was that thing messed up? Oh, it's dead. All right. I'm going to need to get another Militor. Oh, there's one in the base. Guys, team. There's one in the base. It's just there's one, like, right here. Where'd it go? It's right here. It's breaking a chair. It's breaking a chair. It's broken the chair. It's broken a chair in the drug lab. We need that. We need to be making narcotics with that. I knew he'd go back in there. Why did I think he wouldn't go back in there? I would go back in there. You're like, hey, it's a perfectly good drug lab here. Let's just go raid this place. Team, we kind of need to get in here and immediately shoot this thing. Like a lot. Okay, like so many times. Okay, good. I think that is everybody. I think that's anyone who's injured, just immediately go to bed. Lisa, how did you, how was that hit? Was that basically okay? Yeah, no immediate danger. Somebody will deal with you shortly. Let's, wow, that was a lot going on there. Okay. Let's, oh, sorry, Kaylina. Yeah, you can do your jam, kid. Let's tidy up that defense there, because that is the cooler that I forgot to put a wall around, and the other one, too. Stone blocks, talk to me. I've got some marble. Yep, that'll work. So let's do a marble wall around here, and then there, and then the same thing over here, and then remember to, well, hopefully remember to take the whatchamacallit, the roof off. Don't want the roof on that, because that could be, well, unpleasant for everybody concerned. Okay, hey, in all of that time, are we ready to go? 11 hours. Okay, so that battle went quicker than I thought. All right, let's just get everyone kind of tidied up here, if we could. Unfortunately, my best doctors are also down. Scathe is... What are you doing? You are... Sorry, that's Kaylina. Kaylina, do you do doctor? You have a base medical training. You have been dealt with. And were you both already dealt with? Really? Wow. We got you guys pretty quick. Okay, cool. Well, that you can just sit there and sleep it off then. All right. Back to the away team, who are, again, just bumming around. Like, nobody's doing anything. Lady, what are you actually doing? You're nature running. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing to do. We don't have any tasks here at all. I guess we just kill a couple of things for just doing it. 8 hours. Yeah, let's just kill a deer in 8 hours. And kill that one over there, too. Let's just not leave anything alive on the map. Just as a warning to the others more than anything. What am I going to do with all of these slave straps? Question I ask myself constantly. And obviously I'm going to sell them to somebody. And then I got to find another good royal quest that we can actually do on time this time. If there's any heal root in the area, we could go home with that. Wait a minute, we struck Jade. Oh, cool. Neat. That's awesome. Yeah, get that, Humberto. I know you're terrible at mining, but if you do it enough, you will get better at it. That's what practice is. That's how we practice things, isn't it? What did we do? Yeah, okay, this is not even being... Hang on. Everything stop. Jonesy, where you at, kid? Could you go talk the monolith off the ledge, please? Are you already doing it? Oh, it's outside the allowed area. Yeah, you're right, it is. You guys can be an unrestricted, and the mechs. I lost a mech in there. Actually, I thought you were dead. Okay, that's fine. I'm glad you're not dead. Home and unrestricted. Jonesy, let's readdress that issue. Could you go please talk the monolith off the ledge, please? I gotta find a permanent solution for that. It might just be destroying it and then dealing with the fallout. I don't care about the happy tree, thank you very much. Hey, Kaylina, could you go repair your mech, please? Thank you. And then back to the away team. Did we kill a bunch of things? Yeah, we totally slaughtered those things. Yeah, those are long gone. How's the countdown here? 4 hours. All right, and then we're just going to come back. Yeah, that quest is just not going to work out at all. Okay, nothing last second to gain here. Now, again, a surprisingly bare map. Nothing really at all. Oh, Cow 2 is pregnant. If they could just stop being pregnant, that would be great. I think we're actually coming home with more meals than we left with. Definitely coming home with more heal root, and we gave some to somebody, and those components will come in very, very handy. Bunch of steel. Not completely a wasted trip. It seems like a wasted trip, but I don't really feel that it was. Wow, everything is popping off in here. And by that, I mean we've killed so many animals. Where's the fire problem? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know there's a fire down here. We set fire to the map. You may have noticed the incendiary shells that we were launching at everybody. That's happening. The blood cult's ready to launch again. Good. We're repairing things down here, and we're building the gun turret. Neat. We haven't started over there. We are going to repair this, right? Yeah, we just don't have the components for it right now. We will when the team gets home. Slow it down just a smidge there, if we could. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. What else do I need to do here now? And my answer is not much, apart from getting the team home. Okay, team, we're out. So let's launch. Yep, everybody's in. Don't force. There aren't any visitors, but don't force them to leave. And then we are going back home. This was, again, I want to say a wasted journey, but we are coming back with some really good raw materials that we would not have otherwise had. Oh, I know what I needed to remember to do. And hopefully I'll remember to do it in the time that it's taking me to do this. Yes, we are going back home. Where is it we live again? Where do we live again? Oh, we're over here. Right, we're going to have to do that in 2 jumps. Forgot about that bit. Here? Okay, caves and foggy. All right, no pollution. Okay, that seems like an acceptable place to go. Let's go over there. Yeah, I forgot. Yes, we're gonna lose the solar panels. That's okay. I should have deconstructed them before I left, but here we are. I didn't. So we're all just gonna learn to cope with that information. Now on this map, I might need to make some chem fuel, but that'll be fairly easy to deal with. So we'll land somewhere hopefully relatively peaceful, and then we can make it home in the next hop. This is really sooner. Move the landing zone, because I'm never happy where they put it. How about maybe more components? Is that a... Ooh, that's gold. That's gold in there. We could walk home with some gold. By walk home, I mean fly home. Probably don't go in there. I bet you there's bugs in there. That looks like Bugtown. Not really seeing like a huge swath of components anywhere. So why don't we shoot for what I believe is a literal gold mine. Pop ourselves down here. And then, actually, really, how about we go here? Confirm that. And when we get landed, I want to just check out the whole, what did I just see there? Because that looked like components. The ship's looking good. I like the 4 thrusters. Slam it into pause mode. Yes, I know there's no overheated grav engine. Oh, that is 100% gold. We'll mine that out. Okay, go back to home here. The one last thing I wanted to check was, are we shredding mechanoids? Yes, we are. We are doing that forever. So all of those mech corpses that I believe we already got will be dealt with fairly quickly. Good, that's probably an excellent place to call it on RimWorld for today as we begin our journey home after just going out, having a bit of a vacation, mining some components, and then coming back. It's an odd vacation, but hey, you're a vampire. What do you do on vacation? Guys, do please let me know in the comments what you're thinking of this. And hey, if you enjoyed the video, do please leave a like down below. It does cheer me up no end when people do that. And if you're new to the channel, maybe just checking it out for the first time, feel free to hit that subscribe button. See more of this ridiculous nonsense. Until then, I'm Dave. Thank you, as always, for joining me in the wee hours. We'll see you next time. Citizens Tropico, everything is under control. This is not a fire. This is not a fire. This is an aggressive urban redevelopment program. Increase the boa constrictor education rating. Big snake, keep away. Are you all smarter now? Oh, you have a migraine or a rattlesnake bite. Well, this is wicked simple, Linda. Have you been bitten by a snake? If the answer is no, then it's a migraine. No, I'm waving, though.
Oh,
I'm waving.
Though. That's exciting.
I'm waving very frantically.
How are you doing that?
Now,
How are you doing that?
I can't with this.
Oh.
I can't.
This is it. Right. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you.
Okay. Well, thanks for tuning in.